Here's a game. Alex, Jan, Sink. Okay, let's see. Played off the 4-4 point there. I'm just going to put a point, a stone in the corner. And he likes to play off the corners. Okay. I will take the other corner. If my opponent puts all the stones in the corner, then I will put a stone off the corner. Now it's interesting that he put out his stones in a more aggressive direction, away from the corner, rather than more defensive. So I can come in inside here, and this looks like the longest side of the board here. Coming in at 3-3, get approach underneath. How about if I just play right there, 3-4? And yeah, this is almost like I've started in this corner and then he approached it. And let's see. I can secure the corner, I guess, with this move. Or this move. Maybe that one. And he's covering up my stones from this side, so I'm not going to get a lot of territory over here. And he's got a lot of space over here, but he's playing a lot of moves in the corner. So let's approach from the other side here. Prevent him from building big territory in this direction. If I place a stone there, he'll probably just close or connect. So let's place a stone here, and I'm just trying to mark out some territory. How many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6-space jump. That's probably not right. Nick Sabicki likes 5-space extensions, but that's a 6-space extension. I don't know what is that good for. Well, I could place a stone here. And let's see, and he's kind of grown up from that corner. Let's come underneath over here, just before he tries to build this giant territory over here. I got into trouble in the last game I played where my opponent got all kinds of space, and I never was able to successfully take it away from him. So I guess one idea is to keep him from getting large amounts of space to begin with. And let's strengthen that. And then I can expand in this direction. It looks like I can make a little base here. So he's going to turn this into a fight. Let's see. Can he really surround that? If I go here, it cuts his stone off, actually. But his stone has 2 liberties. My group has 3 liberties. But he can grow his stone down here. And he grows that way. Okay, so let's just cut those stones off. So if I place here, yeah, I'm winning those 2 stones. He cannot save them. So that's an example, I think, of an overly aggressive attack. So this group is going to live over here. And I've eaten away his space on this side of the board. And he's built a big wall here, so I have to be careful. Have to be careful that I don't lose all of this potential. And I haven't even secured my corners. I don't. It just unnerves me when people play like this, I guess. See, he's potentially taking all of this space here. How about if I just do something annoying like put a stone up here? Now let's run out from over here. I'll just mark out this big territory over here. Oh, he's trying to kill my group in the corner here. These groups are both alive, I believe. I don't think they can be killed, but I do have to respond to the threats. That's important. That was a little over-aggressive too. If he fills in here, I can capture those 3 stones. Like this. The famous faulty hinge trick, which I did a video on. So that's I don't know. That's where against lower rated players, that's where I score most of my points. Is they just fall into little tactical traps like that. So let's see. Okay, so he's approaching over here. That's a solid move and logical. And yes, he can build space in the corner here. I guess I will expand along this side. And you know, I still want to jump into the center here. Let's keep coming out because I don't want him, you know, it looks like he's trying to grab all of this space. Yeah, see, put a stone there. So how can I counter that? And you know, I'm weak over here. Look at all these big gaps over here, so he can come in here at any time. So let's just eat into some of his space over here. And then, and this corner is not solid. This corner has an invasion point here at 3-3 still, I think. But, and I haven't secured these sides. And he's trying to grab all this territory here. But I did, okay, so he attacked that stone. Gotta defend it. And I want to defend that corner. And this guy wants to be defended too. He needs to break away and make a defensive move here, right? Or I will capture that stone. Yeah, he's not doing that. Well, that's an aggressive move. Maybe I need to respond to that. If I go here and he cuts, I place a stone here or here, he has to run out. There, yeah, I catch it in a ladder. So I place a stone here. If he goes inside, I catch it in a ladder. So he places a stone here, I go here. Okay, so he's building up that way. So let's make a big extension in this direction. That's good. This will help me fill in some of this territory. And of course, he can't let him have that corner. And then let's see, I can make territory over here. So and then I need to jump out into this area somehow. And I will be pretty happy with my game. I've got this corner, I've got this corner. Okay, that is, I think, not a move that works. Yep, typical ladder. Okay, so
10, 9,
if I block
8,
here,
7, 6, 5,
then he can actually capture
4,
those 3 stones.
3.
So you gotta be careful. These little tricks will catch you up. And now this group has 2 liberties, one here and one here.
2, 1.
And let's see if he's going to. He keeps doing the same thing over and over again, which is you would think after you've seen it a few times, you would learn the trick and not play into that. But once again, if he fills in here, I can play there. And so he wants to kill this group. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. So I wanted to talk about some of the things I had learned from the Learn to Play Go series book. I'm on volume 2, and I'm going through it slowly. And not because it's hard to read. It's actually quite an easy read with just a few diagrams. Okay, this is tricky. I should probably capture that stone, right? That'll strengthen this group and give this guy an extra liberty here, and he has nowhere to run. It has pictures and few words and few examples. And I think it's pretty good. I mean, I like it for that. But it's easy to, because I think it's very clearly explained, but it is easy to read ahead really fast. Just go through it quickly, thinking you understand everything, and then you kind of miss the application when you get to it in a game. So I'm trying to reread a couple things and make sure I understand them. So in volume 2, she's talking a lot about attack and defense, invasions and reductions. So very, very typical things that you need to know for the middle game, like we have here. This is we're into the middle game here. How do you attack? How do you defend? And that's one of the things I'm not especially good at. And so I want to understand it. Okay, let's look at this in some detail over here. Is this group really alive? If I place a stone here and here, then that is definitely alive. If I place a stone, if I don't place a stone here and he places a stone there, I can capture it and then fill in. And if he ever invades on this side,
10,
I can cut it off.
9,
So I think that's alive
8,
without any more
7,
work over
6,
there.
5,
And what I should be doing
4.
is branching out here. So there's a time after you've kind of established your big extensions and your small extensions to run for the center. And I think this is a good time here. He's kind of looking at that connection. He might try to break up those stones. I'm going to allow that because I felt it was more important to get some stones into this territory up here and eat into all of his potential space. See, he's got a lot of space here, and now he's starting to fill in. But if I can claim this space, I've claimed more of the board than he has. So let's fill in there and block here. And if he cuts, can I capture that stone? I don't know. He didn't cut though. He went that way. So let's block in this direction. I think this group can live by itself, but also I want to connect it over here. This group can live by connecting this way, and I want to eat into his space over here. I don't want him to have a lot of space over here. And this is like a little annoyance. This is a break into my territory, right? He can eat up my space, so I need to make sure it doesn't grow too far out of bounds. But the thing that he's doing, the mistake I see here, is that he is moving just one stone at a time. Now this stone is cut off here. Instead of, as you saw, when I moved into this area, I moved 2 stones at a time. Usually that's pretty safe. We'll see. He might isolate this whole group, and then maybe I will have trouble finding a way for it to live. Okay. I want to keep these 2 stones cut off and hopefully win them in the long run. Prevent them from making eyes. Yeah, so this is a win, is it not? Yeah, that's an Atari. Oh no, it doesn't. It's not an Atari. Yeah, he threatens that stone when he branches out. He still has 2 liberties. I was missing that there was that he had a liberty over there. So I am in a bit of trouble here. Need to make sure that, yeah, so his group is living over here. Well, let's keep these guys connected and make sure this group can live. So I'm going to continue to harass this group a little bit. It still has not got eyes, really. But he's done a very interesting thing with all this diamond pattern. And he's continuing that. There are some weaknesses with those diamond patterns, but I haven't quite figured out how to exploit that. Now let's go back and attack this group again. He's going to have to fill in some of these. Some of these liberties will have to be filled in. Huh. Yeah. So I left some weaknesses in my structure there. So he's exploiting that pretty well. Because I didn't want to play that. I wanted to attack this group, and I'm threatening to take it. So he has to fill in there. And then let's connect here, because I want to make sure I don't lose those stones. let's make sure this group is strong. So one thing I read about attacking and defending is that it goes in order like this. First, if you can kill a group, you should kill it. Second, if you have a weak group, you should make sure that it lives. And then third, if your opponent has a weak group, then you should attack it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure this group lives. This group is kind of cut off. And I think there's room for 2 eyes in here, so I'm just going to make sure this lives. I could also give it life by connecting on this side. But my idea was to, kind of connect like this and create some eyes in here. And let's connect here and take this stone. I think this is safe enough now. And let's see. So how is this group doing? This group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. It's quite a lot. Plus he has a ko here, right? This can go back and forth as a ko. But let's see if I can just surround that group and kill it. Because it has nowhere to run to. He can fill in that ko, but he's down to 2 liberties in that group now. And there's no space to make eyes, and everywhere he runs, he hits a border or he hits my stones. So I think finally I've strengthened my group enough. That's how you can be successful in an attack. You strengthen your group so much that you don't have to worry about those counterattacks. And also that's how you can survive an attack sometimes. Is when your opponent is attacking your stones and you don't have enough liberties, sometimes you can find a weak group that's attacking you. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that. That, strictly speaking, was not necessary and maybe even bad form, but I just wanted to to capture that. So I think this is a win now. This part of the board that I have, plus I want to make sure this group doesn't get cut off, but I can connect here or here. So, I own this much of the board. And he owns this much. I didn't even contest this. I could still come into the corner here at some point, because he didn't defend the corner. He passed. So I guess that means he's giving up. This is not a good situation in which you want to pass, because the territories are not clearly defined. Right? If I pass here, all of this is going to be undefined.
10.
So
9.
I'm just going to make some territorial walls here. I'm not doing that to be mean. I just want to have the territory be well defined here before he can't surrender. He passes. Okay. Okay, I'm still winning with these points. The thing is, all of this should be my territory too. And that's all counted as dame. And all of this should be his territory, since I didn't bother to invade it. So if we all just built walls around our territory, I would still be winning. But it looks like, even with all these points declared as dame, it looks like I'm winning. Okay, well, I thought that was interesting. I will upload this, and I'm going to be doing some more games like this where I talk about what I've learned from the Volume 2 of the Learn to Play Go series, and try and apply it in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any comments you have in the section below, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.